Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. In the previous video, we learned how to create a conical sweep surface in CATIA V5. In today's video, we are going to explore one of the most advanced and powerful sweep tools, the Adaptive Sweep Surface tool in CATIA V5. This tool allows you to create complex and dynamic surfaces by adapting the profile along a guide curve. What you learn in this video? What is a adaptive surface? How profile adapts along a path, different adaptive sweep modes, practical tips for high quality surface modeling. So let's go to CATIA, start, shape and generative shape design. I am renaming this one as adaptive sweep. And click on OK. Now we are into the shape design workbench. Now in the sweep, here we have the sweep icon in the surfaces toolbar. Inside the sweep workbench, this is the sweep workbench, we can find the sweep as well as adaptive sweep. Okay, so adaptive sweep is available here inside the drop down of sweep. Click on the adaptive sweep. To create an adaptive sweep, we need a guide curve and a sketch and spine and reference surface. Okay, cancel this one. Before creating an adaptive sweep, let's know about what is an adaptive sweep surface. This particular sweeps use a sketch as a implicit profile along guiding curve. The guiding curve is used as default spine. This sketch has been designed in context directly from the dialog box and represent a coned profile by giving some points. You can define automatically intermediate section on the spine. You can modify the constant defined in the original sketch independently for the each section. So let's create a adaptive sweep. Here for that I need a sketch. Here we are going to use ZX plane as my sketch. I am click on the sketch. Now I can create a spline here. Okay. Now I want a plane, this plane, and in this curve and at this point. Okay. Now I will create a sketch at this point. So click on this point, this plane, and click on the position sketch. Here you can see the position center point of this sketch is going somewhere else. So how to position this point to here at this point? For that I can select in the origin, and in the origin select the projection point, then click on this point. My center point origin shifted to here. Also you can see this is H direction which is in the reverse, so I can reverse the H. This is the vertical direction, this is the horizontal direction, and OK. Now we can create a profile here. Okay, for that what I will do, create a profile here, and at this point, so first give all the dimensions, this to this, allow symmetry line, this one, and this dimension is, let's say, 20 mm, and the height it is 30 mm. Okay, or we can reduce it further, 20 mm. And now I will use the corner tool to create a radius here of 10 mm. Okay, now here we have a profile. Click on the exit workbench. Now click on the adaptive sweep icon from the sweep workbench. Then this sketch 2 is already selected, the guiding curve, so this is will be my guiding curve, and the sketch, this one. Here, now click on preview, then you can see my adaptive sweep is created. Okay, now double click on this one and explore the other section. Here you can see the section. Here parents, here we don't have any relation here, so we don't need any parents. And in the parameters, you can see here the lengths we have created, everything created here. 10 mm the radius, 20 mm one length, and this length is 20 mm, and this length is 20 mm. Okay, and this is radius 10. Here all the sections created like this, and in the relimitations it will be created also. Now in the section 1, here the biggest advantage. What is the biggest advantage? In the explicit sweep, explicit type of sweep, where also we can use a sketch or profile to sweep along a curve, but here we can create additional points and define surfaces at any point, like here in the user section. For that, click on the user section. In the user section 1, here in the sections you can find the user section 1, and the support is a point. In the points, when I right click here, I can add a point as well, create a point. Then on the curve, this will be, let's say here we can define the length 150 mm, preview, and OK. Now user section 2 is created. Okay, now if I say preview, then from section 1 to section 2 my adaptive sweep is created. Okay, in the user section 2, when I go to the parameters, here also I can increase the parameter to 30 mm. Here it's 30 mm, and here let's say 10 mm as it is, or increase to 15 mm, and preview. Okay, now you can see my this section and this section is created. Also here in the relimitations, both relimited on start section and relimited on end section is activated. If I remove this and preview, then it will continue till this the end of our section, and also it will continue the same expansion like this. Okay, now if I add in the section another point, create a point, and let's say here at 50 mm. Okay, preview and OK. Now again if I say preview, here you can see this section, whether we have already changed here the section dimensions, but it will copy or adapt the original section we have created at the starting. So in the user section point 3, in the parameters, here you can see 20 mm, 20 mm, 10 mm. This is created earlier while creating the sketch. Okay, so here also we can change the dimensions, like here you have seen this is 20, 20 and 10. Let's say this is 25, this is 25, and this is 10.5, and preview and OK. Now this will be my section, and also we can select the relimitations and preview, then it will be created from this end to this end. Again same way we can create another section here, right click and create a point, and here I will create at the end, that means at the origin. Okay, 0, preview and OK. Now the point is created here, because this will create What we have created? Edit the point. This is created on the curve. That means it will follow the curve. Okay, that's why the plane is created like this. And click on OK. Now click on preview. Then this will be our adaptive sweep created. Here in the parameters, if I change it to 50 mm, 50 mm and 20 mm here and preview, now you can see this section is created. This is my adaptive sweep. In this way we can create a adaptive sweep in CATIA V5. What is the difference between the adaptive sweep and the explicit type sweep? An adaptive sweep is always defined from a sketch. This leads to build a surface that inherits from sketch constant scheme on the whole surface. Besides, you can create on the fly intermediate sections along the guide curve and modify the constant independently in each section, what we have already demonstrated here. Here we can create fly points, intermediate sections, where we can modify the constant independently in each section. Okay, this is the advantage in adaptive sweep. Adaptive sweep, the surface inherits from the sketch constant, and in the explicit sweep the surface doesn't inherit from the constant defined in the sketch. What does it means? If we analyze the connection between the surfaces, there is a few acceptable tangency discontinuity area, and in explicit type of the connection between the surface, there is important tangency discontinuity. So we have to decide the tangency discontinuity properly in explicit type of sweep surface. So this is how we can create a adaptive sweep surface in generative shape design of CATIA V5. Here we can create dynamic surface shape, smooth transitions, control variation along the path, ideal for complex organic designs. This is used in applications like automotive body surfaces, aerospace components, industrial product designs, ergonomic shapes. Here we have to remember some things like use smooth guide curves, avoid abstract geometry changes, control orientation carefully, use reference surfaces for better accuracy, keep design intent clear. Some common errors like twisting because of poor orientation control, surface distortion because of improper curve, failure because of complex unclean geometry. So that's how we can create adaptive sweep surface in CATIA V5 generative shape design workbench. In this video, this is one of the most powerful tools for creating advanced and complex surfaces. If you found this video helpful, like the video, share with your friends and subscribe to Enginuity Lab for more CATIA V5 tutorials. In the next tutorial, we will go further in surface design. Till then, thanks for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.